right, it is really warm here today in the greater Washington, D.C. area, so I'm having a gin and tonic. It's basic, but boy, it is very soothing on a roasting day like today. And yeah, that's the Humphrey Bogart gin. Good stuff. What do I have? I have story time. Looks like tune, but it's story time dice. Why do I have these? Well, as you will no doubt know from other videos, if you've been watching any of my other videos, not only am I trying to expand into some solo tabletop RPGs, but I'm also just generally interested in building up my skills with sort of randomness and with improv. And so these dice have various sort of meanings, you know, like if I say, maybe I want to know what another character at the pub looks like, I might take, or not what they look like, but what they are, I might take this 12-sided die here and roll, and I come up with this mustachioed cowboy. There we are. Now, am I going to necessarily have a mustachioed cowboy as the character that people find in, say, a fantasy pub? No. But I can take that image and I can work with it and think like, oh, maybe it's an outlaw, or maybe it's the local equivalent of the law. You know, bring in some kind of archetypal character for that. Same with, say, this perhaps wizard, but maybe it's a Jedi or a harmless old crank. You know, who knows? Other things, so there's this, which I believe is, what is this one? This is prizes. So I might roll and see, oh, look, the prize for this is somebody's love. Or lips, maybe it's information. The prize might be something that you can learn or find out. Treasure chest could be, again, just straight up treasure or something precious. We'll see. I don't know what's precious to your character. This one here, obstacles. So I got sleeping. What's the obstacle? Is it knockout gas? Is it something is slumbering that is in your way? However I might use that. This 8-sided one, this is vehicles. So I got a bicycle. Does a bicycle work necessarily? Maybe not, but some kind of quick, easy mechanical device that will get you from one place to another. Submarine, could be anything underwater. Maybe it is a submarine. Maybe it's a fish with, you know, room to spare. You know, the Joan and the whale and all that sort of business. We have environments, haunted house, or maybe forest. You know, what do those things mean? What do they interpret? How do you interpret them in your game? Same with villains. So I could take all of them, roll them together, and come up with all kinds of things. Well, I've got the cowboy. I have this sort of Groucho Marx disguise. I have an airplane. Someone confused by directions. A money bag. A bandit. And a desert island or a tropical island, I guess, depending on how you look at that. So what kind of story might I have there? simple and easy would be that there's treasure on the island and that you have to fly to get there. Maybe you have a thief who is disguised. A lawman is tracking them down. But all of it is confused because nobody knows how to get there. That's just a basic, super fast, easy plot that I just came up with doing that. And around that, you could then build an adventure or a story. Is that the best use of these signs? No, maybe not. That's the first thing that came to my mind, but it was also the most obvious. What would you come up with? I don't know. Anyway, those are some story dice. I've thought about getting a handful of these. These are the first that I've actually tried out. They are much larger than I was anticipating. So I don't think these are going to be like a travel to go set. This is definitely going to be more likely to be used at home in, again, if I'm doing solo scenarios and I want some kind of random element, or if I am maybe doing some adventure design and I just want to break things up, and roll a brain or what have you. So we'll see how much use they get. They were extremely inexpensive, so I'm not super worried. But could be cool. Astronaut. Oh, sorry. Pyramids, astronaut, dragon, brain. This person falling off of something. Somebody small becoming somebody big, and horses. Obviously, that's some ancient aliens nonsense. That's what that is. All right. Anyway, if you enjoy this kind of thing, I don't know why you would, but hey, I do, so maybe somebody else out there does. If you've used story dice for adventure design or in improv or for your solo scenarios, let me know about it. How have they worked? What have you done with them? There's some definitely cool potential things. This is on the villain list, but I have what looks like a very, very strange volcano or a chocolate fudge fountain thing. I don't know. That looks an awful lot like a flump from Journey to the the Barrier Peaks, Expedition of the Barrier Peaks. Yeah, I don't know. But have you done anything with them? Anyway, if you want to support me at all, check out my links below, my wish list, where I have some other weird ideas for solo games on there. Or, obviously you can check out my Patreon, which would be wonderful. That helps out a lot. That's it for me today. I'm going to go back to drinking my gin and tonic, try and stay cool in my nice apartment, which is half underground. Makes it much easier to stay cool. Very nice. I hope you're staying cool. Take care.